Marketing blockchain, something I've been doing for a very long time, pretty much since the inception of Bitcoin. Now you might say, well, how is that possible? Well, fun fact, for those of you who don't know, I was a very early miner in Bitcoin, and within the very first month actually of Bitcoin going live, and immediately recognized its potential business use cases as a business owner, publisher, and marketer. And I saw immediately the potential for marketing blockchain technologies even before they were developed. It was always evident to me that using blockchain technology would be useful for a wide variety of business use cases, products and services. And so from the very beginning, I was using blockchain to archive information, to keep records of transactions, and to make various aspects of businesses that I was operating and marketing more efficient, more effective, and generally operating better. Now, what is it, since Bitcoin has now achieved 15 years of existence and more, what is it about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and blockchains that is useful for marketing? Well, there are a massive number of industries that are affected or potentially affected by blockchain technology. Everything from obviously finance to real estate to asset management, insurance, sports, entertainment, you name it. There's no shortage of businesses, including regular sort of normal day-to-day businesses, whether it's plumbing, carpentry, electricians, you name it, law firms, accounting firms, everything under the sun has the potential to be positively impacted by using blockchain technology to market their services and their products. Now, how is this done? Well, there are a lot of ways that include all of the traditional methods for marketing that can be used for marketing blockchain technologies. Everything from organic distribution, social media posts, word of mouth, paid advertising, social media advertising, which is paid, and web advertising as well, which is paid, whether it's Google ads, Facebook ads, or other platforms, media deals, partnerships, affiliates, referrals, and so on, right? And obviously traditional media as well, radio, television, newspapers, magazines, and of course movies, television, etc. So, which do you go with? Well, it depends on the stage and the needs and the abilities of your business. So, if you're running, for example, a startup, you would traditionally want to start out, if you have zero budget or very limited budget, with using the non-paid channels, organic, social media, not paid, posts, word of mouth, and unpaid referrals, right? Just like word of mouth referrals, etc. Those are some of the ways that you can do that. Earned media, so coverage from media that is earned because of press releases you've written and distributed, reporters you've reached out to, coverage you've received, directly or indirectly from different media outlets. Many of whom won't, don't even tell you that they've covered you. you've just been covered in some random media. That happens a lot if you have well-positioned products and services and well-directed marketing messaging and communications. So, which should you choose? Well, as in every situation, context matters. So, again, if you're a startup, I'm directing this video mostly towards the startups and those with limited budgets. If you are a startup with limited budget, then you want to choose platforms that have the most potential reach for the highest potential conversions for your particular target avatar, persona, and audience. And the reason to do that, and to not just try to do a little bit of here, a little bit there, a little bit of everything, is because you're far more probable to achieve success by focusing on the actual channels that have the greatest potential, rather than trying to do a little bit of everything. Now, while doing a little bit of everything is a potentially useful skill, it is very rarely the case that a new startup should be doing a little bit of everything rather than focusing on the niche channels which are actually more likely to convert and bring the particular business seeking to bring on. So whether you're running a marketplace or some other kind of B2B SaaS or application or a B2C business or a B2B2C business, whatever the business model is, you're going to find a higher probability of success when you focus, for example, on one social media platform to begin with, and to focus on your on-site SEO to begin with, and to focus on word of mouth to begin with. Now, how do you do this? Well, you do it by making sure that the product, whatever it is, product, service, doesn't matter, whatever you're selling or trying to make grow, should be the most world-class product that it can possibly be as your MVP, if you're not beyond the MVP stage already. Even if you are beyond the MVP stage but you've never done any marketing, you want to make sure that your product, whatever stage it's at, is the best possible version that it can be by the time you begin to market it. And then, before you actually market, what you do is get feedback from users, right? You want the product to be so good that people who see it, people who try it, cannot wait to tell the next person. And that kind of word of mouth is more valuable than gold. And the reason for that is, first of all, if people who are using it are telling other people about it, then that's going to create a natural word of mouth media or word of mouth marketing hype for you that you could not buy with paid media, because people listen to their friends more than they tend to listen to paid advertising, right? Yes, branding matters, advertising matters, but word of mouth is far more valuable. And there are lots of statistics to demonstrate that fact. So keep that in mind. And as you go venture into the world of marketing your product, your service, especially if you're new to it, remember you want to create the loop where a product is extremely well developed, and then you listen to the feedback and you look for the word of mouth spread, and you take that information and with your marketing labors you feed that information back to the product, so that the product and the product team are continually improving the product at all times. When you have a continually improving product being delivered and updated and re-released on a regular basis, then what happens is you keep improving the sales cycle because it reduces the time as the product is improved. It reduces the time for people to be convinced to purchase or to use or to do whatever your intended goal is. And with that in mind, that will help you improve your sales loop. That will improve and your product loop, right? Everything from product to sales and retention, and it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in a loop. Just around and around and around, really. Not even back and forth, but just around in a nice loop that you can then use to leverage to your advantage for marketing purposes to make sure that your product is actually able to be well marketed to new audiences that have yet to hear about what it is you're marketing. Okay, that's it for now. Happy blockchain marketing.